Mr. Henry Quek asked how our foreign policy should adapt to these evolving trends. Let me highlight 4 points. First, foreign policy begins at home. I think the leader of opposition also agrees with that. If we are not united and successful as a thriving, vital city-state in the heart of Southeast Asia, we will quickly become irrelevant to the world. I'm also gratified that if you listen to all the speeches by the PAP MPs, the opposition, and the nominated MPs, in fact, if you all exchange your speeches, it would not have been noticeable. This speaks well to the consensus on foreign policy in Singapore. Second point, our foreign policy must be based on a clear-eyed understanding of Singapore's long-term national interests and our vulnerabilities in a volatile and dangerous world. We refuse to be a vassal state that can be bullied or bought. We will not be a proxy or a stalking horse for any superpower. We will uphold principles, but we will not choose sides. For instance, our principled position on the Russian invasion of Ukraine, which in fact has just marked its first grim anniversary, illustrates this point. We defend the right of all nations, big or small, to have their sovereignty, independence, and territorial integrity fully respected. Third, we must continue to make common cause with as many countries as possible by building overlapping circles of friends. The innermost circle obviously consists of our immediate neighbors and ASEAN. Fourth point, we must always uphold international law and rules-based multilateralism and the avenues for peaceful resolution of disputes, precisely because we are a tiny city-state. Singapore has always advocated engaging major players so that they all have a stake in the peace, stability, and development of our region and can create a stable balance of power in the Asia-Pacific. This provides small countries like Singapore more room for maneuver than if there was only a single power dominating our region. Naturally, we do not want the major powers to make Asia their battleground or conduct proxy wars here. Instead, we want them to be engaged constructively, politically and economically, so as to enhance regional cooperation, development and security. And this will benefit all countries, big and small, in our region. We are entering a period of intense superpower rivalry, global economic disruption, and looming climate change. And all this within a more fragmented, turbulent world. It's worth recalling the words of Mr. Lee Kuan Yew, quote, "We have to live with the world as it is and not as we wish it should be," unquote. Singapore and Singaporeans must approach all these challenges with a combination of realism and quiet confidence. Do not underestimate the external dangers, but neither be overwhelmed by them. We do have significant strengths, and this reputation for consistency and stability and high levels of public trust and unity provides us with the strength and the resilience to manage our foreign policy challenges in a very hazardous world.